Hi, 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 hi. Hello, 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 hello. Greetings, 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 greetings. This is Teacher Froy, or shall I say, welcome to my channel. So I want you to, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So I am back to my live. So since I still have much time to prepare for my next activity to attend, so I'm gonna use my time to do this type of thing that I am passionate about. Okay, so at exactly 10:30, basically I'm having another appointment to attend. So right now, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is part and parcel of the sequence or the step by steps that I had actually explained to you in the previous live. No, there were different sequences that I had laid out to that particular day, and those steps hopefully can also help you. So right now, what we are going to talk about tonight is something also different from the discussions that I had laid out in the previous slide. Still, there's still a relevance to the video or to the live video that I had in the previous meeting, but this time also different, but it's valuable. So for tonight, what is it that we are going to talk about? Tonight, we're going to talk about a 15 minutes wrap-up explanations to stop being undisciplined and increase results. So before anything else, let me also give you, allow me to give you a question first. Do you keep saying you'll start tomorrow but never do? Struggling to stick to your goals and wondering why results never come? Well. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes and you'll walk away with practical, no fluff strategies to build discipline and finally get the results you've been chasing. So if you're ready to crush procrastination, level up your mindset, and take control of your habits, please go to my YouTube channel, Talk with Froy. There, you'll see a bunch of related content, mixed videos that relates to people. Okay? And if you happen to visit on your YouTube, search my name, Talk with Froy, on the search bar. There is my name there, me, speaking in front of the crowd. Of course, if you happen to visit my profile, never forget to subscribe and click the button and turn on the bell for weekly motivation and mindset strategies. Hey, this is Froilan Torre Campo, and I used to be my own worst enemy. Why? Scrolling, quitting, overthinking. But after transforming my mindset and applying these exact principles, I now wake up with purpose and discipline. And I want the same for you. So right now, by applying this 4 steps framework, I want you to take note of this 4 steps framework because I'm sure this is beneficial for you. First, applying this 4-step frameworks, you'll break the cycle of I'll start tomorrow with immediate or actionable steps. Second, build unstoppable momentum by stacking small wins. No more 0 days. Okay? No more 0 days. And by applying these 4-step frameworks, it is part and parcel of these frameworks to replace your guilt with confidence as you take control of your habits. And lastly, you'll see measurable progress in your health, productivity, and goals. So this isn't theory, it's how high performers operate. And now, let's go without any further ado. Let's now move on to the sequential steps or informations, which is the main content of our lesson today. Okay? That's not lesson, our discussions, okay, today. So here's your 4-part frameworks to build discipline in 15 minutes. One is awareness is the foundation. Now, what do you mean by that? Awareness is the foundation. Let me elaborate about you about this first framework, awareness. What comes into your mind when we say awareness? Awareness is the foundation. Which means, in a world of, if you are in a world of entrepreneurship, if you are in the world of business, in the field of business, awareness is the foundation. To keep yourself in track, you need to identify your self-sabotaging habits. How are you going to do that? How are you going to identify your self-sabotage habits? Well, here's the first step. I want you to write them down. If you happen to identify all your sabotaging habits, write them down. And then recognize your triggers. So by doing that one, journaling is one of the example. This is something irrelevant to the video, to the live video that I had in the previous days. Journaling is very important. Reflections is very important. And of course, eliminating distractions is very important. And these eliminations and these distractions can probably triggers your self. Like for example, using your phone. That's part and parcel of distractions. You need to be aware in order for you to be persistent when it comes of discipline. In order for you to be on the same track. To eliminate distractions. Awareness, that's what we are in the field of business. Awareness is really important. You need to be aware of your surroundings, of your environment, of things that actually triggers you. You need to recognize, you need to know how to recognize your triggers. That's the power of awareness. You visualize what could go wrong if you do this, if you do that, if you're doing this constantly. So awareness is the foundation. Another step, part framework to build discipline is start with non-negotiables. Start with non-negotiables. What do you mean by this? I want you, as in the field of business, I want you to build a micro routines. Sa niagi pa lamang dyan nga to ang live, nag-discuss na ko dito about the rule of Pareto principles. Unsa man tong rule of Pareto principles, which is 80% of your results over 20% of your efforts. That's the rule of Pareto principles. Okay? So, if you know that rule or principles, well, definitely you could have a productive day. You might be able to know how to master time management in just a week. So, yeah, Build a micro routines. Now, what do you mean by micro? No, natay micro, macro, macro, whatever. Daghan pa na sa diyang mga yan nga na. When you talk about micro, kanang mga small steps bitaw, mga small steps nimo kailangan nimo pabuhat nimo in immediate, no, in urgent, in the sense of urgency. Like for example, dapat it's part and parcel nimo nga ang imuhang routine gitawag na to dapat appeal na sa imuhang routine, which is by drinking water, no? Drinking water, make your bed, move your body, then stack wins early. That creates your that would serves your day more productive, no? Small wins, big results. That's it. Small wins is equals to big results. So never forget to give credits on yourself. Okay? That's how you grow. No, that's how you grow, especially in the field of business. No? In a world where there are many competitors, but by recognizing your wins, your small wins, definitely it could lead you to have a big results. So those are the different micro skills. Start with non-negotiables, because that's the way how you actually gained big results. You get me? So kanang bitaw mo mata kay ni ka morning. It's for me kanang big result na ako ng makamata very early in the morning, mag-prepare og breakfast, making a bed, drinking water, brushing your teeth. Those are the small wins. Those are the particular routines that are not negotiables, or what we call that are non-negotiables. Okay, now another framework to build discipline is what we call discipline loves structure. Now, what do you mean by that? Discipline love structure. Discipline loves structure. Now, what do you mean by that? Discipline loves structure. What do you mean by that is to use time blocking, no? Time blocking. Ako na po na-mention in the previous lives, no? Part and parcel to have a productive and able for you to master time management. It's part and parcel jud nga mo use ka og time blocking. You limit your choices and set deadlines. Kaya nga naman, structures beats motivation. Right? So, use time blocking, limit choices, and set deadlines. No? Like for example, kanang yes, mumata tayo early in the morning. Unsa may yung usual nga time mumata. So 5 a.m. in the morning. So after inimata nimo meditate kag kadiyot kay ganahan ka maghinuktok sa usah. No, maganahan ka maghinuktok sa langka before you move your body. So ingana si Ja. Use time blocking. And mumata kag sa buntag, set na kag deadlines, nga kan dapat kaning particular activity mahumanahon ni si Ja ing aning nga orasa kay napakoy laing buhaton sa aning orasa, no? That way, whether mahuman man nimo na or dili mahuman ang imong activity, still small wins is equivalent to big results, right? So, set deadlines. Discipline loves structure. Structure gadyo nimo na imong adlaw or imong usa ka semana, imong week. Imong i-block tanan imong oras sa usa ka semana aron mas productive ang imong semana, no? Dili ka ma-burn out. It will avoid burnt out. So, ingon ana. Then, the last but not the least, the last part framework to build discipline is reward progress or not perfection. No, kita ra ba hilig tao ka ng perfect kanunay nga tuwang pagabuhaton kay mga perfectionist ra ba ta? No? We love to kanang di ta mahimudyo og dili na ma-perfect nga tuang gustong pamuhaton, no? Reward progress. Mo ni kita og reward progress, not perfection. Okay? Reward progress, not perfection. In order for you to do this, you need to track all your wins. No? Track your wins. Uy, yes. Dapat jud nga ako ga jud balikod jud na. Dapat kitawag na to count your blessings. In other words, kitawag na count your blessings. Then you journal your growth. Then celebrate your milestones. Celebrate milestones. Wow. How can't you imagine nga naa ko aning panahon na naa ko aning time nga na imuhang i-journal ang imuhang mga kaugalingon imong because reward progress and not perfection. That's part and parcel of the framework to build discipline. All right? So may I ask you, what's one habit you're struggling to stay disciplined with? What's one habit you're struggling to stay disciplined with? Alright, now I want you to drop it in the comments. I'll personally reply with a tip that helped me, okay? I'll personally reply with a tip that helped me. Alright, if this video give you value, again, I do hope that you could also visit to your YouTube and search on the search bar Talk with Froy, and then don't forget to subscribe and check out my other video that will perfectly helps you and motivate you. Okay? Alright. So, if you're tired of empty promises to yourself, this is your wake-up call. Discipline isn't about willpower. It's about systems, mindsets, and actions. Again. This is Mr. Simplicity. You can also visit on my Instagram, Mr. Simplicity, my YouTube, Talk with Froy, and my TikTok, Sir Froy. Alright, so again, thank you so much for listening and good evening. Bye for now.